Okay, so let me make sure the sound is there. Yes, there we go. Okay, so this is going to be kind of Lions and Rams game talk. So the Rams are actually heading into a bye week, but I did want to give my own review of the 49ers-Rams game. I am really concerned about the Los Angeles Rams. Let me share the screen real quick. I'm sure I don't really like revisiting bad memories. Unfortunately, it's something we're going to have to do. So the Lions lost to San Francisco 49ers 31-10, and the Rams only had one touchdown on the day. Matt Stafford had 2 receptions to 1 touchdown, terrible completion percentage. But granted, the Rams did have a pretty good job running the ball. The only positive play receiving was Cooper Kupp. Van Jefferson had too many incompletions and a crucial drop. The Angeles Rams defense was kind of destroyed. Samuel nearly had 100 yards in the day, and touchdown perfect completion percentage. Gerald Kittle had 50 yards and a touchdown. Run game also had themselves a good day for 4 carries, 156 yards, and a touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo did everything he wanted against us. There's going to be a little bit of a theme here you see with the Rams and 49ers. McVay cannot make a comeback. Unless this scheme is absolutely perfect, everything goes wrong. And the way you beat Sean McVay's scheme is when you beat the interior O-line's pressure. And that's what was seen. Of course, Raheem Morris got figured out as well defensively. And when the defense couldn't bail out the offense, and then the offense couldn't adjust because Sean McVay can't make adjustments, apparently. The Rams have had the same set. They barely have changed sets this year. It shows you the lack of adjustments and creativity from McVay. The Rams are 7-3, just like how we were with Jared Goff last year, except the difference is Goff beat playoff teams. I'm not saying Stafford is worse than Goff, but it just shows you what is going on with the game planning. There isn't much of a difference record-wise. Yeah, we added in Von Miller, OBJ, and Matt Stafford. McVay is a problem. Maybe both Goff and McVay were the problem. And right now, it needs to improve, or else this loss is going to keep up. The 49ers aren't even a good team. The Rams at least had the excuse of only losing the good teams. Now we just lost to a 4-5 team that wasn't even ranked top 20 in defense. I think Jimmy Garoppolo throw all over us. Week before, Tennessee. Now, what needs to be done in order for the Rams to start winning? Again, recover. Well, they need to start running the ball. Darnell Henderson continues to get 4 yards per carry game. Sony Michel's a solid back. It's a good running back duo right there. They barely run the ball ever. Only one time has Darrell Henderson ever gotten a good carry amount. Maybe 2. Seahawks and Giants. That was really it. He bans the run too quickly. 5 yards versus Tennessee. 11 carries, 14. 90 yards, 14. 89 yards, 6.4. 53, 4.1. 70, 4.4. We need to start running the ball more. And it shows. We need to make adjustments. The old line's interior just got destroyed, and if McVay doesn't get figured out, well, it's going to continue. And Rams just need to start being smarter with football. Secondary needs to step up, and so does the inside linebacker core. Now, moving on to the Detroit Lions. So, with the Detroit Lions, as we know, they had a really bad week versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. They tied. Jared Goff was injured, which led to him not being able to throw at all. And which also led to the Steelers just being able to stack up the box versus the Lions run game. But Deandre Swift, of course, sucked as usual. Besides for his one amazing hurdle play, Jefferson and Godwin looked amazing. In their limited action, Taylor Decker and Sewell looked amazing together. And the defense had themselves a good showing. Overall, what cost the Lions the game was the kicker and an injured quarterback. And for this game, we got a new kicker, Riley Patterson, and they got themselves in new kicking quarterback, Tim Boyle, who I do not think is better than Jared Goff. Tim Boyle does indeed have an arm, but he's also extremely raw. He had just for showing real quick. So I can pull up his college stats. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Here we go. Tim Boyle's college stats. This was Tim Boyle's college stats. One touchdown, 13 interceptions, 4 yards per throw. Tim Boyle sucked in the preseason, too. Now, granted, he at least has one good advantage that Jared Goff does not have in most of the season. A better roster. Taylor Decker is finally healthy, and due to the fact that Goff didn't get to really play with him since he was actually injured playing, and it was bad weather, Tim Boyle now wants to get the addition of Josh Reynolds. And again, we'll get a true game as a play caller. So how on earth can the Lions beat the Cleveland Browns? And let's go into it. The Lions have lost Jamar Jefferson, Matt Nelson, Trey Flowers, and Jared Goff. Benson and Walker, this is questionable, but I think they'll play. The Browns have lost A.J. Green and Troy Hill, and Anthony Schwartz, Peoples-Jones, and Varon Mckinley is questionable. Baker Mayfield is set to return. And Nick Chubb is on a COVID list, and Hunt is injured. The way the Lions can beat the Browns is good defensive play. And, of course, dominating running the football. And Tim Boyle just has to not suck. That's literally what it is. If Tim Boyle doesn't suck, the Lions get themselves a good chance to win. But if we kind of go more in depth into this, how good are the Browns this season? Go to PFR. The Cleveland Browns are ranked in these statistical positions. 20th and 18th. They're honestly not that good of a roster anymore. They're 5-5, and they're mid-tierish in both spots. So how can they beat them? What's their weaknesses according to this defensively? Okay, so defense. Let's see, what's their run defense? 14th in attempts. Let's see. Rushing yard gained. So they get 97 yards allowed, 10 touchdowns, and they only allow 3.8 yards per carry. It's pretty solid stats. So what the Lions need to do is just try to do something that most teams can't. Do good against the run, do good on the run, pound the rock, and hope that Tim Boyle does a decent job. Of course, he will not be beating up this roster. Okay. It is a long shot, but it's a possibility. If we go to depth chart, Browns in the secondary, Denzel Ward, Newsom, Greedy Williams. Yikes. It's a pretty decent, good cornerback core. Ronnie Harrison, John Johnson, Grant Delpit. That pass rush contains Jordan Elliott, Miles Jackson, Malik McDowell, Javion Clowney, J.O.K., Anthony Walker, Sion Tekiaki, a good, honestly talented roster. Always held back by a bad defensive coordinator. And at the end of the day, it's going to be interesting to see if the Lions can beat the Browns. And so, that is my Lions talk. So now we're going to be moving on to the mock draft section led by fans. I do see we have one viewer in here. Hello, one viewer. And we'll use your versions of mock drafts if you do comment in here, or I'll just do my own mock on here. And let's pull up Pro Football Network's mock draft. Yeah. And here we go. Boom, boom, share. Okay. So we are there. Detroit Lions, fast. Let's be honest, Rams don't have draft picks. So we'll just use the first 3 rounds. That's all I'm acquainted with is the first 3 rounds talent. Okay. Hello, cat. Okay, one viewer. Are you going to give your own ideas for this mock draft? Alright, I guess it's a no. So I will do my own mock draft, it seems. So I'm going to do different scenarios then, since I did this mock a bit late. But here goes. So first we're going to do staying at pick number 1. And so probably the most popular pick is Kavion Felix. And there's also maybe getting a quarterback like Matt Corr or Malik Willis. And or even some people say maybe getting Aiden Hutchinson. But at pick number 1, I think you always got to go for the ceiling player. If you're just sticking there, you can't trade out. And I'm not a big fan of the quarterbacks here. I'm going Kayvon, even though I'm not a big fan of the Kayvon. So now we're at pick 27. Oh, yo, what up, One Pride 40? You should be in mod now, by the way. I can't bring Ram's house on every live, sadly. That's just in there. Yeah, you should be mod now, and all that. So that's nice. Oh, this doesn't give you a wrench. What? Hold on, I'm gonna make you freaking mod then. That you should be a mod now. Hold up, YouTube Studio. Let me go over here. Community and yo. Yeah, you should be. I'm at One Pride 40. Hold up. I'll try to react to your comment. So okay. I see your comment real quick, by the way, One Pride 40. I'll talk about that while I try to make you mod. So you say the Lions may have found their identity by running the ball. Maybe after I think the Lions ran the ball 39 times. And so the only issue I have is the Lions did not get a good running yards per carry that game. And so I do have my concerns that why is it not letting me work here? Oh, there you go. You're now a mod. Does it show your wrench? It just said I added you as a moderator, so it doesn't work. I don't know. All right, so 1.40. How do you want to do this mock? So this is gonna be fan made. So this is gonna be like you kind of doing it. So it's gonna be your own idea of what you'd want in draft. So here's your trade options. You could get the number 10 pick from Atlanta, 43rd pick from Atlanta, 63rd pick from Atlanta, 74th pick from Atlanta next year. Second, very unlikely draft trade, by the way, but it's there. 14 from Denver, 48 from Denver, 59 from Denver, 79 from Denver, 2nd from Denver, 9th from Washington, 40th from Washington, 71st from Washington, 2nd and 3rd from Washington next year. 23rd, 55th, 87th, 96th, and 2nd, and 19th and 104. Do you want any of those for a trade? Or would you rather just take out one? Your top options, by the way, are Kavion, Matt Corral, Malik Willis, hopefully not a receiver, or Aiden Hutchinson. And he's gone. Alright, so I guess I'll just do my own. So we'll go on from the last spot. We'll do Kavion, first overall. Dude, just old. You might call Philly. What? It said you left. You might call Philly. Philly didn't have an offer. What? Well, does Philly offer anything? Normally they only give you like the same 5. Atlanta. Oh, so you want to like trade back with Philly like manually? Okay. So you want to do this? Yeah. Okay. That's weird. My thing just says there's a 0 viewer count. Whack. Okay, so I can try to do a trade here. 1 to 5 for 15. Do you think they'd go for that? Is that they're on first? They have to move up to first. Trade was declined. We go back to Philly. Maybe a 3rd. Oh, there we go. Okay. That was actually quite the haul. They get Kayvon, Evan Neal, Hamilton, and Derek Stingley. It's a good deal. All right, so we're at pick 5 now. We've traded back. Our top option for best player available, Chris Olave, receiver from Ohio State, good deep threat, fairly good route runner. Kenyon Green, a really good guard prospect, would be an instant upgrade over either side of the guards, whether it be Big V or Jonah Jackson, especially Jonah Jackson. Demarion Leal, the defensive tackle. Garrett Wilson, receiver from Ohio State. Aiden Hutchinson. Who do you want? Hutchinson is right here. So we'll select Aiden Hutchinson at pick number 5. Okay. So, do you want any of these trade offers? One Pride 40. Pick 50 for 80 and 81. And a second from Cincinnati in exchange for 27th and the 2023 5th. We get a 55 and 87 from Pittsburgh and a second, 27th for Detroit's 6th. Pick 30 and a third round pick from Arizona, which that's a pretty tempting deal, if I say so myself. Do you want to? You don't want any of those? You don't want this Arizona deal? All right. We will not be doing the Arizona trade. So we're stuck at pick 27th. Our top options are my Josh Sanders, which is not an edge. So we could get Carson Strong, maybe a developmental quarterback behind Jared Goff. Jordan Battle, the safety. Nicholas Piet-Fier, offensive tackle, Ohio State. Linebacker, Devin Lloyd. Tackle, Rasheed Walker, Drake London. And Brandon Joseph, Keane Walker, Justin Ross. Okay, hard decline. All right. So, we got all these options. Is there a candidate that you're looking for in mind or on offense? Top candidates: Kenny Walker, Lectica Smith, Kenny Pickett, and Brees Hall. And so, what are going to be? That's our offense one. Defense, top options are these guys I already mentioned. In here, Trent McDuffie, Damarian Overshown, Perry Winfrey, Christian Harris. And I'm not even going to mention special teams. So who are you wanting, One Pride? Because I'm perfectly honest with you, I think I would maybe go... I'd probably go Devin Lloyd if I was you. Or I would go... Yeah, I'd probably go Kenny. I'd probably either go Devin Lloyd, Justin Ross, or Keane Walker. Although Justin Ross got hurt again, so maybe not Justin Ross. Look at the safeties. Top safeties are Jordan Battle and Brandon Joseph. Lewis signed, but he's ranked 52nd player, so he's probably more of a second to third round player. Jordan Battle and Brandon Joseph are the only ones considered to be. Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean is not. It looks like he was picked number 16th by Cleveland. Welcome, two other viewers that have joined. Or is it one of them me? Either way. So, no Dean. Top option, Brandon. Do you want me to show you the stats for some of these top guys? Or do you want me to go back to offense, receiver, QB? We got guard. All these options work, my guy. And there's also the option to trade back with Arizona if need be. Who gives us an extra pick basically just by moving down 3 spots. All our options. Check receiver. Okay, we are at receiver. Our top options are Drake London. And here I can pull up his stats real quick. Drake London. Give you battle? Okay. Jordan Battle it is. So the Detroit Lions select the Jordan Battle. They select the Kavion Theobix, engine of Oregon. Now, What do you want to look at now? Top options, by the way, are Carson Strong, Devin Lloyd, Brandon Joseph, in case you know, never know, and Keane Walker, and Becca Smith, and Perrion Winfrey. Of course, there's also Brees Hall, running back from Iowa State. There's Carson Strong still available. Kenny Pickett is still available. So Spencer Rattler is still even ranked as a top 100 quarterback. Devin Lloyd is still available. And yeah, those are all I can think of. Oh, yeah. Check wideout. Okay. So top wideout available are David Bell, receiver out of Purdue, Jalen Tolbert, receiver out of South Alabama, Romeo Dobbs, or Doobs, receiver out of Nevada, and Jahan Dotson, receiver out of Penn State, and Ananias Smith, receiver out of Texas A&M. You want David Bell? Okay, David Bell it is. So now we have selected ourselves the edge out of Oregon, Kayvon. We selected Jordan Battle, safety out of Alabama, and David Bell, a receiver. Notable departures from the last selection: Keane Walker, Devin Lloyd, and Lectica Smith. Top options remaining are Carson Strong, Perrion Winfrey, Kenny Pickett, Trent McDuffie, Christian Harris, Brees Hall, and Lewis Sign. Is there also a position that you want me to look at again? Because there's really any position. What's a position that we haven't drafted yet? Linebacker, safety. Oh, we are safety. We haven't drafted the corner yet. I don't know why Michael Wright is always so hyped up. Harris. There's another edge if we want. Many options. Check linebacker. Okay. Christian Harris, linebacker out of Alabama. Owen Pauope, linebacker out of Auburn. And Brent Smith, linebacker out of Penn State. All are fantastic options. I do think Christian Harris is raw, but athletic. Brad Smith, same thing. You want Haskell Garrett. Haskell Garrett it is. Okay, so now our top options remaining. Owen Pauope, linebacker out of Auburn. Kyron Williams. I don't believe this for a second. Jalen Catalong, Zion Johnson, Trevor Penning, Sam Williams, Eric Gray, Jahan Dotson, Brandon Smith, Ananias Smith, TJ Burdell, and Boye Mafe, and John Meche, and Jaquan Brisker. Also, hello, all three viewers. You guys can feel free to, whoever else is in here, once One Pride 40 Smuck is done, you guys can go up. You guys are also welcome to comment in there. And also Will Levis, QB out of Kentucky. And Donovan Knight, running back out of North Carolina State. Now, if there's any position, again, remember, I'm always telling you that. LOL. Yeah, I know, kind of just explode out there. See, mock drafts are freaking hard. Like, you're always like, especially if like the guy you were like really hoping was gonna be there isn't there. I mean, we could always just go Spencer Rattler, boys. Always, always liked Oklahoma. Arrogant guy. Troy says, do you think the Lions have better receivers? Do you still think the Lions have better receivers than the 49ers and better tight ends? Better receivers? No, not anymore. Debo Samuels has taken the next step. And the Lions receiver core is just not done anything at all, especially ever since Tyrell Williams went down. And also Cephas' injury. It's just no way. And the tight end thing, I can't really. Hawks just getting double and triple teamed. So it kind of wrecked that there. And yeah, Lions are just not been anywhere near as hoped. Also, welcome to the live, Troy. One Fred Warrior says, yeah, I know I wanted Hamilton, but he wasn't there. Yeah. What's going to be your next pick, by the way? One Pride. Any position. We've already drafted a safety, an edge. We have not drafted a corner, I don't think. Yeah, we drafted a safety, an edge, receiver, defensive tackle. Thanks, bro. It's been a tough year. Any QBs you like coming out of the draft? No. Any quarter? I don't really like any QBs in this draft. So one Pride 40, Owen Paupe, linebacker at Auburn's available, Brandon Smith, and Adifian Helen Yolofuscio. Never actually had to pronounce it out loud. But yeah, I kind of like Kenny Pickett, but he's older and he has smaller hands and only has 1 year of success. And there's Sam Howell, but Sam Howell's having a big down year. And it's a question of is he only good because of his talent? Because if that's the case, then he's just going to basically be a strong-armed Goff by people's standards. And you're taking corner next round? Okay. Josh Jobe. Ooh, I like Josh Jobe. I think he's like a poor man's what's JC Horn? He kind of reminds me of JC Horn a bit. So you're big on Matt Corral, Troy. That's interesting. I could always do a film review on Matt Corral. Actually, Troy, you can do the next mock draft, and we could draft Matt Corral. So Josh Jobe's available. Martin Emerson, cornerback out of Mississippi State. Jalen Armour Davis, cornerback out of Alabama. Sivian Banks, cornerback out of Ohio State. And Garrett Williams, cornerback out of Syracuse. Matt Corral, in my opinion, right now is the only quarterback that's being productive at the college. So yeah, Troy wants to do next round. Okay. Honestly, I think truthfully the only two draftable corners are these two. Right now, one Pride 40. So I guess I would just maybe the third one too. These are your only like three viable ones. So yeah, Jobs and Banks. Well, last time the Lions drafted a corner, it was Jeff Okudah. So maybe we should go for the Alabama guy. How's your night going, man? It's actually going pretty good, man. I'm feeling a bit like sick, but like I'm feeling way better ever since I started doing the live. Maybe I just need to get going on the live. Yeah, life's just been going freaking fantastic for this great night. So, Job, then Job it is. Okay, now pick 98. Do we go edge? Do we go defensive tackle? Do we go linebacker? Another corner? Another safety? Do we go receiver? Do we go for Rattler, for Levis, or Desmond Ritter? That's a steal, by the way. that's low key. If there's a quarterback I was gonna draft, this guy, and this guy's probably my biggest name. Um, Zay Flowers, it's a good slot option. Zonovan McKnight. Actually, how good is this Zonovan McKnight guy? Zonovan McKnight. Actually, never even looked at him. So he is 5'11", 210 pounds, 647 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5.3 yards per carry. Does he have any? Good yards per carry, though. There is tight end, there's tackle, there's guard, there's center. Well, you'd want to draft the center, but there's another linebacker you can get, another corner, another safety, or even tackle, another edge. Check safety. Varon Mckinley. This guy's a beast. He's an absolute ball. Isaiah Palomalau. The guy's basically what everyone liked in Isaiah Simmons, except he actually has size. Yeah, these are the only third round worthy based on rankings here. Also, please like the video, y'all. Hopefully I can get some more people in the building. And then, yeah, Troy agrees on that one. But Ritter's definitely a sit person. He would have to sit here behind Goff, which is fine. Wait, Trayvon Walker's still there. Is he? Whoa, what did I just click on? Let's see what adds. Trayvon Walker. I don't know who Trayvon Walker is. Wait, Trayvon Walker. Oh, here it is. Yep, Trayvon Walker. Yeah, Trayvon Walker is still available. Defense tackle. Okay, you want to go him? Okay. Boop. So, Troy, the reason why I changed my name to Analytics Alliance is strictly because I'm not purely a Lions fan anymore. I'm a Rams and Lions fan. I guess you could say Rams house has infected me. I'm kind of like up there right now, and I don't know. Oh, dang! I'm sorry, bro. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I came too late into my stream there. I thought you wanted Trayvon Walker after you put the defense tackle. But yeah, so I just changed my name there because I'm not purely a Lions fan anymore. I'm both Rams and Lions, and I kind of lean heavily towards the Rams, even though I think the Lions got a much better future ahead of them. It's just I had a bit of a falling out with some Lions fan base people, so I was just kind of done with some of my Lions colleagues, and so I was like, I'm going to join some of the Rams fan bases, but I still heavily root for the Lions. Gotcha. I'm Lions and Bills. Yeah, I actually really respect the Bills. I was a big Josh Allen guy. That was like my QB, man. I really wish we had him, but yeah, it's like you'll still hear me say we when referencing the Lions and all that. And I kind of joke around that maybe I'm just trying to use the falling back as a Rams as an emotional thing, but Lions are still a team that introduced me, and they're the thing to just talk about right now. You're a big Cole Beasley guy, yeah, good slots receiver. All right, so reviewing One Pride 40's draft, he drafted Aiden Hutchinson, edge out of Michigan, Jordan Battle, safety out of Alabama, David Bell, receiver out of Purdue, Haskell Garrett, even tackle out of Ohio State, Brandon Smith, linebacker out of Penn State, Josh Jobe, cornerback out of Alabama, Trayvon Walker, defensive tackle out of Georgia. And in exchange, he got a Philadelphia third as well, added in while trading back a fifth. And that is One Pride 40's draft. So, round of applause for One Pride 40. This is actually a pretty decent draft. If I had my grade for each pick, A plus by trading down and getting Aiden Hutchinson. I like A. I like Jordan Battle. I'm gonna go B for David Bell. I'm a bit bigger of a fan of Jalen Tolbert due to the fact that David Bell does have concerning 40 times speed, but he does have a lot of production and nice size to him. Haskell Garrett, defensive tackle is a good spot right there. I'm going to give him a B. Brandon Smith, I really like the linebacker. That's an A. Josh Jobe, I'm giving that a B plus / A. I do like Josh Jobe a lot. Getting a good corner there in the third is always good value. Trayvon Walker, I'm going to give this more of a C. But I do know you wanted Desmond Ridder, so I'm just going to flip that over and I'm going to switch Desmond Ridder to a B plus. Nice draft. You like the first person a lot. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know why that just went out of. Okay. Okay. So now, since Troy had the first comment here, Troy, it's your turn to do a draft. So we're just going to do the first 3 rounds. Bam. Whoop. All right. Overall draft grade, I'm gonna give you an A minus B plus. That was a really good draft one, Brad. Are you Brad Holmes? The only reason is okay. So you're going pick one. You're going Thibs. So you're selecting Kayvon. Pick one. You're not trading out. So Kayvon is selection. Yeah, overall good draft one, Pride 40. Maybe you should be a GM. At 27, Nakobe Dean's available this time. So Kayvon, you go Nakobe Dean, Jordan Battle, Akeem Agawanu, great guard. I like this guy a lot. Devin Lloyd, linebacker out of Utah State, love him. Drake London, solid player, but Brandon Joseph, you could get Justin Ross, Keane Walker, Perry Winfrey. Top quarterbacks available, Kenny Pickett, Spencer Rattler somehow, Will Levis, and Desmond Ridder. I don't know where they're first rounders. Other than that one guy. And yeah. So Coral is not there. Give the B1 Pride. Nice. Just Coral's not there. Coral's actually moved to Matt Coral. Coral's kind of moved down to top 10 pick status on here. So so he got selected 9th overall. He's considered the top quarterback in the simulator. Yeah. We're gonna go Keane Walker. I respect that. So Keane Walker at pick 27. You also have the option to trade back with Green Bay and Seattle. Not a bad deal. Get an extra third. One Fred 40 is not happy about the selection of Keane Walker. Interesting. So now your top options. Akeem Agawanu, Devin Lloyd, Brandon Joseph, Justin Ross, Perry Winfrey, and Kenny Pickett, and DeMarvion Overshown, Trent McDuffie, and Christian Harris. And if there's a position you want me to look at, I can go look at that. No trades. All right, you don't want to trade? Okay. Is there a position you specifically want me to look at? Because if I had to give my professional opinion, I do like Lloyd, and I do think you can get David Bell or Tolbert with the. Olave is a top 10 pick almost every time on the simulators, top 15. This is the general receiver core in the second round. Kind of surprised you. I'm surprised that a man with the picture of Keane Walker is not happy Keane Walker got drafted. You'll take Ross. Justin Ross it is. The Lions select Justin Ross with the 33rd overall pick. Now they're in the third round. Top options remaining: Romeo Dobbs, William Papoy, Keane Williams, Spencer Rattler, Jalen Catalon, Zion Johnson, Darian Kendrick. Any other positions that you want to look at? All available here. Darian Kendrick. Ooh, that That's a steal right there if you want to get that guy a corner. It's very true. It's very true. It's Cincy's QB there. I believe he is. Desmond Ritter is available. And here we go. Select Desmond Ritter, the third round pick. Now we are pick 98. Top options available. Eric Gray, running back Oklahoma. Zonovan McKnight, running back out of North Carolina State. Zay Flowers. Ike Smith. Brian Asuma. Lamar Davis. Seven Banks. Garrett Williams. Linebacker. Okay, actually, I'm going to have to talk about Swift with you guys real quick after his mock, because I think the other two guys left. All right, you can do the next round. One pride. So, Brian Asumuka, Jalen Graham, Chad Mula. This guy's been compared to Logan Wilson, by the way, by a friend of mine. So those are the options right here. Linebacker. We'll take Brian. Okay, Brian. Brian it is. Okay. So, Troy's mock is Kavion the new. I can't even pronounce it. Kayvon. I'm going to give this an A to A minus. I would have preferred trading down if I was Troy. But also with Kayvon, I do have my concerns about him. I'm actually going to bring in a guy, hopefully bring in a guy named Izzy, and I'm going to talk about you guys my own concern. Brisker's really good. I don't know why Brisker falls a lot in the simulator, but Keane Walker, great player. I love Keane Walker. I think the Lions should draft him if they can, but at pick 27 was a bit risky to draft him. I think he would have definitely found the pick 33, and you could have gotten someone like different at the receiver position or linebacker. But overall, that's good there. Keane Walker, I'm going to give it a D plus, C minus. Justin Ross, I love this guy, but he's a high risk, high reward, so I'm going to give it a B plus. If he was healthy, A plus. Desmond Ritter, I absolutely love this quarterback. I think he's a good developmental guy behind Jared Goff. I'm going to give you an A plus to kind of a B plus though, because I kind of think a corner should have been drafted. But Brian is a good player. I do like his ability. I would give him a B, but I do wonder why he didn't draft a corner. But I do like this draft overall. I'm going to give it more of a B range, B minus, only because of the running back selection, though. 1.40 says, "I'm sorry, Troy, you're fired." This would be a pretty Lions draft, though. Okay, so before we go on to the next mock for One Pride 40, your next thing, I'm actually going to kind of talk about Deandre Swift and why he's just not being very viable as of lately. So first off, let's go into his game by game. I'm going to go into his base stats. Base stats are not everything, of course, and so I'm also going to go into advanced stats. But it has to be done. You reach big target guys you wanted. That, hey, it works for Jerry Jones, kind of. Okay, so with the Detroit Lions, here we go with Deandre Swift. Okay, Deandre Swift. Our good old pal, Deandre Swift, probably the most hyped player on our team for some reason. He has 3.4 yards per carry. He's not doing good as a runner. In a game-by-game basis, let's even remove his Pittsburgh game. He's had 2 games with 4 yards per carry. And he never had a single 100-yard game besides for Pittsburgh, and he only got that because he had 33 rushing attempts. and 0 touchdowns. He's been great as a receiver, but he's really struggling as a runner. Moving out of just the base out of averages, some may say, oh, well, there's more than just, averages, which is, of course, true. Let's go to yards before contact. Rushing attempt. That's what I wanted. Rushing yards before contact. Oh, no, this is not NFL team. Hold up. So I'm actually going to pull up NFL team thing real quick. This is individual. That's going to be for a later thing. Advanced stats NFL teams. So if we go to PFR, advanced rushing, that's the wrong PFR that I just pulled up. NFL advanced rushing, this one here. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's advanced stats. Okay. I don't know why I keep pulling up the wrong one. I keep thinking, advanced stats. Okay. So, this is advanced rushing. Yards before contact. The Detroit Lions, in rushing yards before contact, are ranked 4th. The run blocking is fantastic. They're the 4th best O-line in allowing, holes, basically, in, before contact for their running backs. And you can't say, it's because of speed. We are running it up to got a whole bunch. But if we go to individual statistics, we've seen this from the team, 2.9. Individual stats. We go right over here. Rushing yards after contact. Deandre Swift is the 3rd worst running back at 1.3 yards after contact. Josh Allen, the quarterback, has better rushing yards after contact. Devontae Booker of New York, better. Caleb Herbert, better. Chuba Hubbard, better. Swift, but your running back needs to be able to do more than just run outside. But even if that was the case, okay, he's good outside. The Lions aren't running an outside scheme. That's why Jamal Williams is doing so much better. Let's compare Jamal Williams real quick. Jamal Williams is ranked 40th, I believe. 41st. He's 1.5 yards per contact. He is better than Josh Allen, Latavius Murray, Devontae. But he's not doing much better. But he at least has a good yards per carry. Swift just isn't playing well. And just because I think Deandre Swift is the number 1 running back in receptions, I believe. What running back leads NFL in wow, I'm just struggling. 21. Okay. I think it's Deandre Swift. Either way, Swift is not playing well right now. I wholeheartedly believe the Lions, if they're going to go into this power scheme that they're trying to do, running it up the gut more often, Swift isn't your guy. Sure, he's a top receiving back, man. He's also top receiving back Theo Riddick. He's also good receiving back Shane Vereen. A running back's supposed to run, not just receive. And so far, that's all Swift has been able to do. Yeah, which is great. I love that. I love that he's doing a great job of that. But also, how much of it is because of scheme that DeAndre Swift is doing this amazing job? I mean, people got to know that this guy's mostly doing it because of screens and Lynn's scheme. He does it at 420 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's correct. But it's also because Jared Goff is just Deacon Duncan. All right, now we're moving on to the next mock draft. Anyway, I got the point out I wanted for Swift. Yes, Kamara and McCaffrey. Receiving backs, they lead the league, but they're also good at running the ball. Christian McCaffrey's had an 1,000-yard season. Alvin Kamara's nearly had 1,000 yards almost every year. He's had good running yards per carry. He is far better in rushing yards after contact. Swift isn't a good runner at all right now. All right, so 1 Pride 40 is your mock. What do you want to do here? Do you want to trade out? Here are your options. We could do the Philly thing again. Anything works. Is he still here? It says I have one VR. Oh, he might not be here anymore. It says I have one viewer on YouTube. Call them the Jets. Okay. So you want to call the New York Jets, moving down to pick 3. So they're going to do this, this, and that. Trade was declined, so we'll try this. Then boom, bop, boom, bam. Okay. So, boom, Jets draft Kayvon, Chris Olave, and I'm assuming you want Kyle Hamilton. You can do another one, Troy. I'm down to do it for another mock. Okay, so we could do Kyle Hamilton. Or if there's someone else you want, maybe a QE. And Troy, we could do a Matt Corral mock for you, since I know you like him. Hamilton it is. Wait, Troy, who predicted Olave would be a second-round pick? Okay, who do you want? One Pride. You gotten your boy Kyle Hamilton. Pick number 3. Oh, this draft he went second. Oh, okay. I thought you had like second round pick, and I was like, oh yeah, Chris Olave went second overall in this. That's pretty rare though. Houston does look like the reach around Raiders. Go edge. Okay, you want to look at edge rushers. So there's Myaj Sanders, Kingsley Egnagkaber, David Ojabo, Jermaine Johnson. I really like this guy. Zach Harrison, solid. Those are probably your top edge rushers. Go edge. Which edge do you want, though? Do you want Kingsley or Myaj or David? You want Kingsley. He chooses Kingsley. Good choice. I was going to slap you. Not really if you chose Myage, but yes, really, but not really. So he chooses Kingsley. So now you could move back if you wanted. I don't really like any of those trades if I was you, honestly. Because technically we lose a pick here. And we get second, but they just trade back a bit. Not really that worth of a deal. You want another edge? You want a Jabo? Am I just behind or something? Or did you decide you wanted a job? Okay. So you want to go edge again, or do you want a different position? Okay, so he wants to stay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what position do you want me to look at then? Top options, by the way, are these guys. Check linebacker. Linebacker it is. And also, I'm going to be doing a draft review and film of Matt Corral. Since he's such a riser, I'm excited. Might as well view the guy. Top options: Marvin Overshown, Christian Harris, Owen Poape, and Brandon Smith. Welcome to the live for third viewer. I would try to increase the vision for this. You see that better now. You want Harris. All right, Christian Harris it is. Now I got the 32nd pick. We're just not going to trade back. The only time we're ever going to trade back is that pick one, by the way, guys. Takes a lot of time. So who do you want at all here? That pick 36. There is Carson Strong, Keane Walker. That would be a steal, by the way. Keane Walker after getting Christian Harris and these other guys. I'll show you guys my little mock here after Troy's. Kenny Pickett, Lectica Smith, Marvin Overshown. Trent McDuffie, Brees Hall, David Bell, Jalen Tolbert. Another guy I'm also going to do a film review of. I think you guys are going to love that guy. We will see. The time is ticking, but for whatever reason. Check out wide receiver. David Bell, Jalen Tolbert, Romeo Dobbs, Jahan Doxson, and Nye Smith. David Bell is still available, and yeah, really excited last time. It's fine to have a repeat pick, by the way. Hope you guys are liking this, by the way. I thought it'd be fun if you guys got to do your own little mocks, and I also got to see what kind of guys you like in drafts and who you guys really want during draft day, because I'm hoping to stream during draft day and all that. You guys are liking it? Awesome. Yeah, a little bit of an experiment I was just trying to do. You guess who'll go Bell. Okay, David Bell. Okay, it's the third round. Excuse me. Oh, Keane Walker's available. Ooh. The fact that this guy's available in the third. I guess that kind of makes Troy's pick kind of a bit more on the rough edges. Man selected Keane Walker 27th, and apparently he's available in there. He did like Doxson. Yeah. It's a good slot receiver right there. Landers stacked the slot receiver position. Yeah, I mean, you're going to get your guy, secure your guy, I guess. Also, we got 5 viewers in here. This is freaking awesome. I'm loving this. Guess what, Walker? All right, Walker it is. Keane Walker. Fantastic. I got told the other day, by the way, that the Lions should never draft another running back and only get undrafted free agents. That was hilarious. Up options: a guard from Ohio State, Diffie and Olofisho for linebacker, Tyler Greer, running back out of BYU, Zay Flowers, receiver out of Boston College, Desmond Ritter, quarterback out of Cincinnati, Taiki Smith, safety out of Georgia, Eric Nizigoma, something, Zikama. Look at corner. These are your cornerback options: Sven Banks, Jalen Armour Davis, Garrett Williams, Ollie Green. This is also, I think, your last pick, just as a reminder. Yep, this is your last pick. Loki, by the way, one pride for it. It's kind of funny seeing your new profile picture with Keane Walker, because just I don't know that Dan Campbell profile picture was kind of iconic, bro. You'll Banks, Sven Banks. All right, so this is the draft of one Pride 40. And my grades for it, but also this is you guys can grade it off too. So he traded back with the New York Jets. Got Kyle Hamilton. Got an extra second and a fourth from the Jets. So I'm going to give this an A plus for Kyle Hamilton. He's my number one player overall in the draft. Fantastic safety. Strong safety has been in need since Quandre Diggs left, and Quandre Diggs was not the All Pro he was in Detroit and Seattle. So this is an absolute upgrade. This is a guy who can actually be an elite strong safety, maybe even hopefully a Hall of Famer. Kingsley, this guy's one of the top leaders in pressures and decent sack numbers this year. Good player, good size, traditional edge rusher. Christian Harris, linebacker out of Alabama. Oh, also Eggemeyer. I'm going to give that an A minus. Christian Harris, I'm going to give this an A minus as well. Raw player, but definitely a good linebacker, and linebacker is definitely going to be in need, even with Alex A's improvement and Eric Barnes. David Bell's a good receiver with good production, with good size. Definitely adds in that contested catch ability, and somehow does gain separation despite his dreadful 40 time. Keane Walker, an absolute steal, A plus, steal of the draft, getting him in the third round. Right there. Sven Banks, good corner. Definitely something that needs to be added. Only issue is Ohio State corners have been iffy lately. Love that. Yes, even Troy agrees. We'll hashtag bring back the MCDC pick. All right, moving on to Troy's draft. Pick your man, Troy. Is it going to be Kayvon again? You're going to try to trade back, maybe try to get Matt Corral, or you're going to secure Matt Corral with the first overall pick? What's the game plan? Because there's always Matt Corral. When I grade it, I'm going to give you in total, I'm going to give you an A on that draft. It wasn't really a pick. I was like, oh, that's a rough pick. That's a rough pick. Who's got the 7 through 9 picks? The Jets had the 7th pick, the Giants had the 8th pick, and the Washington football team, who actually always gives an offer, is the 9th pick. And Washington's offer is right here. We'd get a 9th, 40th, and 71st, 2nd, and 3rd. This is your only opportunity to trade, by the way. I don't know. Both drafts are pretty good. I think I kind of liked the last draft more because I like the pass rush. I think that's much more of a need than strong safety, and I did like that we got more value from the Philadelphia trade back than I could have gotten from the Jets. They'll make the trade. All right, with Washington. Oh, Matt Corral got picked right before there. Here, I'm going to restart this because he'll probably be available, and Washington always gives a trade offer. Let's see. Boom, boom. Oh, right there. Boom. Ah, Matt Corral. Okay. So, there we go. Pick 9. Troy likes the second draft better. So, I'm assuming you want Matt Corral, by the way. No, I got him. Okay. Trade back, got Matt Corral. Now our top options are Nakobe Dean, Devin Lloyd, Jordan Battle, Big London, Justin Ross, Keane Walker, Mckinley is still available. Is Will Anderson there? No, he is not. You mean Adam Anderson? I think that guy got in trouble or something like that. Well, Anderson was actually in mock drafts for a bit. I'll take the Bama linebacker then. Bama linebacker it is. Christian Harris. All right. Solid pick. Good choice. So pick 33. Who do you want in here? Is there a position that you want to look at? Jordan Battle's available there at safety. You could probably even get a receiver too. Secure Jordan Battle. I bet you David Bell or Jalen Tolbert would be available. Definitely Romeo Dubs. Maybe get a quarterback. Keane Walker. You're the Michigan man. All right, Michigan man it is. Okay, Keane Walker has been taken away. That's the only notable departure. Brandon Joseph, King, and also looks like Jordan Battle got selected. Yep, right after us. So next is Kingsley, Brandon Joseph, Lacticus Smith, Kenny Pickett, DeMarvion Overshone, David Bell, and Jalen Tolbert, Romeo Dubs. One Bread 40 likes a selection of Deo. Is there a position you specifically want me to look at, Troy? After this, I'll show you guys my own mock draft. By the way. So you want John Mechie. All right. All right. Is there another player that you want? There's a cornerback. There's a linebacker, an edge, tackle. Ooh, that's a T. Troy. I don't have to fire you. It's hilarious. Also get Grayson McCall. What the frick? Oh, okay. Well, I was really worried there. I was like, how on earth? Brees Hall's still available. That would be a good player to get. Jermaine Johnson, Devontae Watt, Brandon Smith. Carl Aftis will not fall to you at the Rams pick ever. He's considered like top 10, top 12 at worst on here. Sometimes I can't even get him when I trade back with Washington. Because I've done a scenario of like every single like selection the Lions could get from Hutchins, from Kayvon to K.R. Elam. Carl Aftis is almost always top 10. He's even fallen to pick 2 before. CBS actually even had Carl Aftis be the number 1 overall pick. Aiden Hutchinson's also always secured to be like a top 6. Kingsley's a great pick. Troy gets redemption. Kingsley was a good pick. I really like Kingsley. Good hand usage. You had Walker fall so. I know he did have Keane Walker fall so low. That must have been a. That happens occasionally, but normally he falls like to the second round, mid round there. Show me guards. So there's Thayer Munford, pretty solid guard from Ohio State. Ben Brown has good size to his name. Amelia Yoker, guard out of Alabama. He did get great value, my guy. Munford it is. Boom. Okay. Bro, Brees Hall. How is Brees Hall still available? That's insane. I'm not trying to tell you to get this pick or not, nor would it give you like an insane grade or anything. But just so you guys know, this guy's considered like the top running back in the draft besides for Keane Walker. But this Brees Hall guy, he has 1,172 rushing yards, 16 touchdowns, and 5.4 yards per carry, with 246 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. And last year he had 21 touchdowns, 5.6 yards per carry, 1,572 yards. He's a good player. But nonetheless, this guy's also really good cornerback out of Auburn. Jalen Catalon's been a really productive safety. Leon O'Neal. De'Aaron Kendrick. This guy's like a full-on like J.C. Horn replica. I love De'Aaron Kendrick. Troy should take a safety. Safety. Safety prospects are Jaquan Brisker, Jalen Catalon, Leon O'Neal, Tyeke Smith, Varon Mckinley, Isaiah Pulamo. I actually really like the safety class, by the way. Edge and safety class is really deep this year, along with receiver. Yeah, you want Kendrick? Kendrick it is. De'Aaron Kendrick. That's great value. And then here's your final pick. So just so you get a reminder, you have selected a cornerback, De'Aaron Kendrick, a guard, Darren Menford, Varon Mckinley, receiver out of Alabama, David Ojabo from Michigan, Christian Harris, linebacker out of Alabama, and Matt Corral, quarterback out of Mississippi. Or in other words, Ole Miss. I don't know why they call him Mississippi on here. Seriously. Just Ole Miss. So much easier. I know. How's Brisker still there? That's half the reason took me a minute to get there. Might give me a strong safeties. I wonder if it's freaking Will Harris' stats. Will Harris in 9 games is still not his career high. That's hilarious. Career worst year in completion percentage. Yards per target. Wow. Harris sucks. Is he still there now? Check safety. He is not. Top options: Varon Mckinley, Isaiah Palomo. Wow. I was the only guy who. And this Kendrick Duncan guy. I haven't looked at him though, so I can't give you an opinion on Kendrick Duncan. What's his stats? Kendrick Duncan. Yeah, he was a really good small school guy. Good tackler this year. Let's look at his film. Does this say I hate Brisker for some reason? No, it's because he's actually, this is his only year of actually being a full-time starter, and so he's considered raw by the scouting reports. That's my only assumption. I don't think he's a first rounder, but I think he's like a clear second rounder or early third. But do that, but like on Brisker. Ron Brisker in the season has 48 tackles, 2 interceptions, 4 passes defensed. He's had 4 passes defensed every single year. I'll take Varon. Varon it is, and that is the final draft. So, Matt Corral, I'm going to give you a B. I think he's a solid quarterback, but I don't think it's a high ceiling, so probably doesn't mean Jared Goff is good enough. Will probably get replaced by like week 3. Christian Harris, I'm going to give you a B. Kind of a second-rounder linebacker to me, but good player. David, I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Deo. I keep wanting to call him Deo Open and Django from last year, the edge out of Vanderbilt, but it's a solid player from Michigan. I wonder if he is getting his production from having a good player like Aiden next to him. John Mitchell, kind of more of a third rounder. I'm going to give you a C on that one. But he's definitely a good playmaker. Definitely gets good separation. They're made for good player. I'm going to give you a B. Darian Kendrick, A+, great value, great steal. Varon Mckinley, I'm going to give you a B+, a great safety. He was an absolute ball hawk. He's a good. No, he's a very good player. You shouldn't be there. Oh, I know. I don't know. All right, so now here is my mock draft, y'all. So there we go. So offers. I'm not going to take Atlanta's because there's no team that would ever do that trade. So I'm going to do Washington's. I feel like it's fairly realistic. Top option left, Kyrie Williams, George Karlaftis. I'm going George Karlaftis. Top options here. Let's see. I can Carson Strong, Jordan Battle, Devin Lloyd. I'm going Devin Lloyd. Justin Ross was taken, so now we just got to go here. We go receiver. Dan Tolbert, Keane Walker, Breece Hall. What about my linebacker core? What about my safety core? Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I see. And I'm just going to go ahead and secure Keane Walker. Boom. Boom. Romeo Doubs is still available. I'm a big fan of him. So I'm going to go grab Romeo Doubs. Boom. And so far, I've gotten that guy. Romeo, Keane Lloyd, George Karlaftis. So I still need to go grab a safety. I know exactly what I'm going to go grab. Quan Brisker. Darian Kendrick is still available. Yeah, let's see. Who else? There's one. Do I still? Desmond Ritter's a tempting option. Or do I want to go get another receiver? Or do I want to get this linebacker here? Or perhaps maybe another quarter? And in the end, I actually think I'll probably go. This is probably the hardest pick here. Because Desmond Ritter is a interesting pick. Because of his size and athletic ability. And might as well. I'm going to go Desmond Ritter. Good value. And here's my draft, y'all. Yeah, this is the draft that here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Solid B. Troy, you get a B+. I agree. I think I was a B+. I'll get an A-. Tomatoes. I'm liking it. Yeah. There it is. George Karlaftis, 9th overall. Devin Lloyd, linebacker of Utah, 27th. Keane Walker, Romeo Doubs, Jaquan Brisker, Darian Kendrick, and Desmond Ritter. And I also got a second and third out of from Washington. Kendrick is a great player. I agree. So, overall, this is probably my ideal draft for the Lions. I'm a really high in George Karlaftis and Devin Lloyd. I'm thinking of Walker as a top player. So, these are my top players. Actually, each of their respective positions. I was hoping I could get Jalen Tolbert to Romeo Doubs. But, Jaquan Brisker a steal in the third round. Darren Kendrick's a steal. Desmond Ritter's a steal. Basically, all these players I think are starters for the Detroit Lions in the future. B- from One Pride 40. Interesting. One Pride 40. Who did you not like? Was it the reach in your mind? Was it a reach to get Keane Walker? What selection did you not like? I'm curious about this one. So you don't like the top two. You don't like George Karlaftis or Devin Lloyd. Interesting. Walker normally doesn't fall in the third round, and the top running backs normally get selected in the second, early second. He's the first running back that comes off the board most times. The fact he fell to even a third was just, I swear, it had to be a glitch. But I was also securing him because I knew that I could get one of the good three receivers, Romeo, Jalen Tolbert, or David Bell. I'm curious, why don't you guys like Devin Lloyd? This guy's an amazing player. Yeah, just so you guys know, for Devin Lloyd, he's a 6'3", 235-pound player. He has 85 tackles, 6 passes defense, 6 sacks, a forced fumble, and 3 interceptions, and one of them is a pick six. And last year's his numbers were kind of down because of the 1 year, but then in 2019 year, he had a full year. He had 91 tackles, 6.5 sacks, and an interception, and it was a pick six. Love the Karlaftis. I do too. I'm actually kind of surprised you didn't like trading back and getting Karlaftis, Troy. I kind of thought Karlaftis would be the easy secured player. Devin Lloyd, I can admit, maybe was a reach due to his size. The only player I'm disappointed that I got was Romeo. I still like Romeo, but Lloyd is similar to Barnes. Lloyd is much, much better in coverage, and Lloyd can't go into defensive end like Barnes. You don't see Lloyd translating to the league with his size. That's a fair point. I mean, especially because Derek Barnes was 235. Derek Barnes is 238. Forsay to Lucan. He's 250. What? Forsay to Lucan's 215 pounds. He's the leading tackler this year. Denzel Perryman, 240. 231. Actually, Devin Lloyd's pretty average for his size. I thought he was smaller than that. All right, can I go again? This is a lot of fun. Sure, I'll do. Here, next live. I'm at the 1 hour 30 mark. I probably actually got to go eat dinner. It's fun. It's fun with this live with you guys. I'm going to also be doing next live. I'm going to be doing the next fan one, but then I'm also going to be doing some film review of Matt Corral. That's a thing people keep telling me to do. So I'm like, oh, I might as well look at Matt Corral. Also, for my prediction for the Lions versus Browns game, I think Browns are going to win. Tim Boyle freaking sucks, man. That guy got wrecked in the preseason. And I think the Browns have a pretty good run defense. All right. But I'll see you guys later. Have fun, guys.